morning, Patriots. JT Serenity Farms prepping here. I am done trying to convince any of the masses with M in parentheses about what is going on over in Ukraine. I'm done with it. Sorry. You can't convince some people. They have been indoctrinated by the mainstream media. They have been guilted, shamed. They don't realize the subliminal messages that are out there. Everything has blue and yellow framing. Everyone's wearing blue and yellow clothing or green clothing. Blue and yellow make green. We're pushing high oil prices, trying to blame it on Putin, when over a year ago, all U.S. production was shut down. No, if you can't see what's going on, I can't help you. What I need to talk about today is the inevitable economic collapse, particularly the fiat US dollar collapse. This can happen literally overnight. We have all the warning signs that it's coming. We know that it's coming. Question is, who takes over after it happens? If you believe there's a plan, then you also have seen that even the good guys are suggesting there will be a digital currency of some kind, supposedly backed by precious metals, aka gold, silver, and others. That is not currently happening. But in this scenario, we're assuming the deep state has collapsed the economy and instituted a CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, which is of course what they want, because with a central bank digital currency, they can control every aspect of your life. Where you shop, if you shop, how much you spend, what you spend it on, what your income is going to be. Every aspect of your life, you will be totally controlled. And your spending will be, there's obviously something in my eye. Your spending habits, your income, everything will be controlled by your social credit score, your political beliefs, everything you've ever posted, all the derogatory comments. Do you own a gun? Everything. So with that being said, I was thinking about this yesterday. Alright? So, I have a retirement income. Guaranteed monthly from the state of New York. Not their money, my money that I put in over all my time with the department. Here nor there whether it lasts. Today the economy collapses, all the banks are closed. Tomorrow morning we wake up and it's a digital currency. The banks will not just close for a night. The banks will close for weeks, if not months, while things settle down and get arranged. But here's what's going to happen, and this has already been talked about. when the economy is intentionally collapsed. Say, for instance, I have $20,000 in the bank. Tomorrow morning I wake up, the banks are all closed, a digital currency is being installed. 2 weeks later, banks are reopened. So I go to the bank to withdraw my $20,000 and discover that my $20,000 is now $5,000. What happened? Because the deep state central bankers collapsed the economy, they took everyone in the world, all their money, and determined no matter what monetary system they had, it was going to take 4 of them. In my case, it was going to take $4 to equal 1 digital credit. So my 20 became 5,000 overnight. I was just robbed of $15,000. Now think about this worldwide and why the central bankers are going to collapse the economy besides the controlled digital currency mark of the beast aspect. They will steal from the world's populations trillions, gazillions, whatever's after that. They will take 3 out of every $4 from every human being on the planet, and it will go somewhere. That's not the worst part. Okay, so everyone will be issued some form of digital ID, whether it's on this phone I'm using or whether it's in the form of like a current debit card. Maybe it's an ID card with your picture and a thumbprint, and that's what you got. Which means that it can be turned on and off anytime somebody feels like it. Except for you, of course. Alright, so I'm a white nationalist, supremacist, terrorist, conservative, gun-toting, Bible-thumping extremist. I will be lucky if I am allowed to be in the digital system, because the powers that be don't want folks like us around. So they figure we'll starve out in a little while. They don't need to come hunt us down. We're not going to be allowed to buy, sell, or trade. Okay? So maybe you're thinking, well, I'm going to have digital currency. I got 5,000 digital currency in the bank. Maybe they might take all my stuff, but say I got 5,000. But I can't spend it because I'm on the naughty list. So I'm like, well, I'll just withdraw some, give it to my buddy. He can go get some for me. Food, supplies, whatever I need, and bring it back, and nobody's the wiser. Oh, that's not going to work. Because here's what's going to happen. The buddy is going to show up. He can't take your card because it's going to have a thumbprint and a photo ID on it. So, can't use that one. Can't put the money in his account because everybody's tracked, and that's not within his monthly allotment of income because it's controlled. So I can't give him the money. I'm probably not even going to be allowed to withdraw it. No one will. because every time you need something, you have to go to a bank and just have it added to your card. You're not going to be allowed to have all the money you possess on your card at one time. They're not going to risk you spending it all. So I can't use my buddy. He would get in trouble, jailed, or they would track him to find out who he's doing it for, which would be me. This is where black markets and underground trading are going to happen. But what am I going to trade? What is value going to be? It'll be whatever a person deems it is worth based on what they need. So this leads me back to silver and gold. I own silver. I don't own gold. My silver coins are all worth between $30 and $45 right now. One coin, 1 ounce. All right. Is a loaf of bread going to be a fair trade for 1 coin? The digital currency system is not going to be backed by gold and silver. So is someone even going to want to barter or trade with gold and silver when they can't use it for anything? If they bring it in to the central banking system and try and cash it in to be added to their account, they will likely be arrested. So, do you see where all this is going? You better be stocking up big time, because the economy is going to collapse. If you don't realize that by now, there ain't anything we can do for you. Question is, who's going to be in charge after it does? And who are we going to trust? And how are you going to buy, sell, and trade? Like, share, subscribe, comment, notification bell. But for now, JT, signing off.